Thank you for joining me today. I would like to discuss the definitions and roles of creativity and innovation in society and business. In 2011, Shannon noted that traditionally, creativity was primarily associated with activities of the arts, while innovation was linked to discoveries or technological advances. The book goes on to describe how many terms have become more closely related in more recent years. A new product design, for instance, can be described as being creative and/or innovative. But where does the distinction between each lie? At their core, both concepts still remain somewhat intangible. My personal definition of creativity speaks to the capacity, quality, or potential for something unique. In difference, innovation more readily describes the act or perceived product of change. In business, I see creativity as the ability of an individual to develop new or enhance existing products and services, while innovation is a significant application of change, usually to a collectively agreed norm. Still, I think creativity and innovation both seek to offer unique perspectives, additions, or changes. Essentially, I believe people express creativity, and society experiences innovation. Furthermore, creativity and innovation are all part of a cycle, where creativity is utilized to generate ideas that produce innovation. Beiersdorf and Nelson make a similar connection when they state that creative ideas flow to invention, and invention flows to innovation. Defining creativity is quite challenging. In fact, the Creative 101 book notes, creativity is often not defined. The book continues, noting several studies that explore the possibility that the understanding of the concept is common knowledge, then disputes this based on findings that it is less often defined for audiences that are assumed to be experts in the field. They also suggest that in order for an expression of creativity to be considered valuable, it must closely relate to the request through several studies that quantify a person's level of creativity. I would argue that creativity exists independent of evaluation. Its viability as a solution is an entirely separate proposition. As a musician, I accept all forms of tonal modulation as an expression of musical creativity, regardless of my preference for a particular selection. Divergent thinking is commonly thought of as a primary qualifier to the creative process. Although I agree it is useful for evaluation purposes, I believe complementary thinking is also essential to creativity. In business, it is often an attractive concept to apply divergent thinking as a visually represented tool used in a problem-solving business loop. However, I do not think the existence of creativity and innovation in of themselves can be described by such formal processes. Carl Bass in the New Rules of Innovation video curtly described my own aversion to applying procedure to innovation when encountering a business that has created an internal innovation group. Ultimately, I think it is the responsibility of business to facilitate community-driven change. This concept is mirrored in the Open Era of Innovation video. This kind of collaborative creativity organically spurs innovation. Understanding the value and relationships of these concepts is essential to current and future evolutions of our society. In conclusion, the roles of creativity and innovation are used by businesses to stay competitive in their respective market by identifying opportunities which help them to mitigate and master necessary changes. Because if you don't plan to act, it will only lead to failure.